All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get us started today. Welcome to the EMSC Fan Webinar Series, webinar number 2. Webinar is on the effective use of social media from the fan perspective, and I just want to thank everyone for joining us here today, this afternoon. Just a couple of quick pieces of background on Webinar Connect and on today's webinar. First, if you are calling in, please be sure and mute your phone when you're not speaking to cut down on the background noise. Second, we are recording this webinar, so just to let you know, we are recording it and the archive will be available for viewing at later dates. We are using the Adobe Connect here. We have the call-in number for the audio. Later, we will have some time for questions, and you will be able to ask questions either via the phone when prompted, or if a question occurs to you at any point during the webinar, you can enter your question into the chat box. You'll see that on the lower right-hand part of your screen, and we will see those questions and relay them to our speakers today. So again, my name is Sarah Lipsey from Atlas Research, and I'm going to be leading us through the beginning of the webinar today before turning it over to our great speaker. This is just an overview of our agenda. We've got our welcome and introductions. I'm going to talk a little bit about some recent and upcoming fan activities. We're going to have our great presentation on using social media for change, and then we'll have some resources and next steps at the end of the program. And there will be time for questions and answers throughout. So I want to give a welcome to our fan activities planning team here. These are the folks that have made this webinar happen and are putting on all the great fan activities happening this year. And I also want to give a welcome to our fan representatives. We have our fan representatives here on our map across the U.S. We've got a few states that are actively recruiting for a fan, and if you don't see your name on here, please email Cassidy Penn at the email address you see on your screen, and we'll include you both on our visual here and on our fan mailing list. And I'd like to give a special thank you to our fan steering committee members, the 7 steering committee members pictured here, for all of their great help and input during this process. So I'm going